Morning everyone. We're out in the woods just for a day, and I ain't done a film in ages. Literally, I've been really lacking on the making any videos. Don't know, I get fits and starts with it sometimes, but I thought, I'll do one today. Bring the camera along. I think the reason being is sometimes it's easy just to chuck the rucksack on and just go out and get all the camera ready to go. But yeah, we just come out to the woods. Got a couple of new products that I used to sell about 4 years ago, but I took them off the website. But I got them back on there. Only really people keep asking for them, so I thought I'd put them back on there. And so. Yeah, it's a bit bumpy this because I'm walking and trying to film at the same time. But I'll bring you back when we get up to the bit where I'm going. You can hear the clay pigeon shooting going off in the background, which is fine. Apart from that, it's all really quiet. I think we've come up this little spot. To be honest, I might actually go there. It looks quite nice. There is a bit of rain, so I'm going to put the tarp up, which I'll do anyway. But there's a bit of rain, which is fine. Yeah, I might there and there. I'll see. Yeah, it's not a bad pack actually. I've got all my sort of possible kit and all that in this front pouch, which I'll get out later. I've got actually. I was at the BushMoot last week, and I picked up this really unusual stove. Great for backpacking, and yeah, I think I know the guy who made them, or a company that made them. I don't think they make them anymore, but it's one of them things they had to bring them by there. So this is where you pick up them sort of unusual and unique things, and I picked that up. Be quite good to develop something very similar to that. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the pack, and the pack actually opens up from the top here. That's my food. Here's the new product I was telling you about. It's the Kettle pouches for the GSI Eagle and a few others, but we'll sort that out later on. All I need to get first is a tarp. But yeah, the modular system works great in it. Really. And I'm just using the AquaQuest tarp, which is a really heavy duty and good quality tarp. Yeah, it's not a bad little setup. It's not particularly that wide, but it's quite long, so I could quite easily hunker down in here and bring them front down, and that will give us a bit of extra protection. So inside, in the back, let's get one of the sit mats out, and got another one actually on the front here. There we go, kneeling mat. I'm going to use a little setup that I've done in this expedition pouch. So let's get out and have a look. So I've had these titanium little windbreakers I've stowed for years. I think Eddie got them once and didn't know what to do with them. Put it there. Then within here I've got one of Descatty's little stoves, which work great, and because that's quite tall, what I normally do is put it down like that, and this can sit on top. Yeah, I'll show you, it's easier like that. I'm thinking I might cut that down to make it a bit lower, got the lid. I don't know anyone else has found methylated spirit so expensive lately, so I very rarely use it now because it just costs a lot. I'm just using gas. I don't know, I like to use methylated spirits just because, I don't know, it's the closest thing really. Not having a fire, works all year round and it's quiet. Pocket wallets, I always have them all the time. This is the canvas one. I do it at 9. I've made them slightly bigger now, so they're all about the same size as the first aid one, which I do in a canvas. Just, you know, so nice to keep on you. Yeah, I've made them that size now. They're slightly bigger. I just thought, you know, why not? Just you can put a little bit more in it. Alright, so I've been and got some firewood, and so really I've just broken down the size difference when you start a fire. Don't get me wrong, it's not always as perfect as this, you know, you just do what you do at the time, but they generally say like pencil lead size, which is like this sort of thickness, the size of a lead of a pencil. I don't know if that gets in focus, you won't see it, but that sort of size. Then they say pencil thickness, which is obviously like that sort of size. And then you can work up to like thumb size thickness, and then go up from there. I haven't split any other wood yet, but I've got this other stuff I can split, which I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, basic principles of getting a fire going, which is we don't always do it this way. A lot of times you can just like use fire starters, fire lighters, that sort of thing. I'll do that if there's a lot of people around, or I've got someone else down and you just want to get a fire going. That's great. But when I'm doing this sort of stuff, I just like take my time, walk around, go and collect some firewood. You know, don't rush. There's no need to rush, and it's all part of the enjoyment of being out, let's just say. But let's get this fire thing up and have a little go of that and see what that's like. So it just came in a bag like this, and got 4 legs. This is the actual bowl itself. Never been used. Spoke to the guy one of the guys who had it, and he said it was just one of them things really. I just couldn't be bothered with it. So I never used it. I get the point of fitting it together can be a bit tricky. on fireball, and then you've got the legs and there's a ring. There was no instructions or anything with this, so I just had to work it out as I went along, and they just slide into there we have a little, try and find a level surface. I should do just there. Little centre bit for the bolt, and then you've got this little tripod as well, which basically sits on there. In this bag, in my possibles pouch, I've got various different forms of firelighting, and sometimes I just like to open up and have a look what we've got. So I've got a couple of these, which I think I bought off someone. These little wax. I don't know how good they are now, but we'll try it. I think this would be quite good because it's not a big stove at all, but bigger than a like a firebox or something like that. Definitely steering the wrong way. To be honest, I think a fire ring could be good to be used at something like this. I could do one actually. I've got one. Not sure if you saw that, but I just put in the pocket anchor, just grabbed a bit of wood, and it actually works quite well because I can bring it right down now. It's just when that flame is up, you've got all that energy that's being wasted. If you can chuck a kettle on it, there, yeah, you got hot water, and I always have to try and have hot water on the go all the time. We've got that bigger bit of wood there, we can split up in a minute. Quite a simple setup, but when it's raining, quite a simple setup. And when the rain's out, you've got your tarp up, got your fire going, and you've got your little camp set up there. It's like one of my sort of enjoyments of being out, is that being comfortable, self-sufficient. and just having it never gets old. It's always good. So on the front of this pack is a pouch that comes with it, and at the moment I've just put all my sort of tools related stuff in there. And let's see if I can bring you over and have a look a bit clearer. Yeah, so I've just put some tools in there. Got some carving kit, some fat bear, my knife and saw. Yeah, all sorts of things. Little trowel, sharpening kit. Yeah, spoon, knife for when I want to carve some spoons, and some cordage. So it's quite a handy little pouch to have in the front there to chuck all your bits in. Yeah, I could use my own pouches, but I've got enough of them inside there anyway, and that's there, so I might as well utilise it. We go. Got a boil. So it's quite nice. I can just keep the kettle above there now and let that tick over. Yeah, when you take that off, it will fall because it needs the weight to hold it, but it's very simple just to hold it, move it round and take it off. But once that dies down a bit, I'm going to put the frying pan on there and have something to eat. There we go, some bacon and eggs, that's all, keeping it simple. I've just put the pan back on there with some hot water just to give it a bit of a clean, and I'll stick some more coals on there. So that was really nice. I did do some talking earlier on about the pouch. I didn't have to keep the I'm going to get myself a new microphone. This is like a remote mic, but I'm just going to put maybe a road fix one on there, so it'll be a bit more easier to keep turning the thing on and off and forgetting to turn the microphones on. But I was just saying, I put all my cook kit back in there because it's suited on the fire. It goes in the frying pan pouch. Also, my plate, cooking utensils, and your salt, pepper, and oil. So that's like a complete, almost cook kit even. So that, I don't even really need the kettle because I could just use that and I've got a complete cook kit. I didn't bring a billy can out with me because I don't always need a bit, well, to be honest, it's really rare. If I've got a kettle, then I don't really, you don't really need a billy can because I can use that as obviously heating water, and that could be for myself. I don't know what I would cook more than what would fit in one of them. So, and what am I going to cook? I'm going to go put mash in it, maybe rice in there to heat up. Yeah, it's not, you're not going to put much more in that. You're not going to cook a stew in there. I just got drenched walking to the car for all the ferns. His legs are actually soaking wet for a cup of tea. Dry my legs out a bit. See the steam coming off my trousers. Take it off now. And now I've got one of my, this is my medium box pouch. I just done one in yellow, in orange for myself. But in there I normally keep a poncho, so I've got a poncho in there. Certainly I've got quite a lot of waterproof kit, to be honest, but poncho is always handy to have, which just goes over the whole of the top of you, which is quite nice. And the rucksack as well, so if you wanted to keep the rucksack dry. So you've got to have plenty of water because of when you have a fire. Unless I sat here and let that really die down for ages, and it would take a long time. You've got to have some water to get rid of all your ash, all your coals and stuff like that. So I just dumped it out on a clear bit of the dirt and put plenty of water over it. Gosh, yeah, it's fine. I don't think I need to put any more, but I have got some more. Just to be 100% sure. Winter time, you won't worry about it too much because the ground will be soaking wet, and it won't really be as much of a problem. But this time of year, we've got a bit of rain coming down, but it's not too bad underneath here. Give that a shake. It is nice when it's raining, especially in the summer. If it was windy I wouldn't be so happy, but because it's warm as well, it ain't too bad. You're not going to get hypothermia or anything like that. Well, not here anyway. Yeah, I might be doing a night down here next week. These are not the best bags, they should be slightly bigger. Really be better. Just have to squeeze it in there. So the beauty of the products anyway, the material is literally so water resistant that it's not going to get wet anyway. Inside there, the only thing may let it down are the zips. Rubbish, and that's it. We're ready to go. Alright, see you on another video. It's getting heavier.